Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you could tell us?
Alright guys, this is Team Fake Channel. We're going to do a deck profile with our friend Trevor over here, running agents. Alright, here we go.
Alright, so basics, just 3 Hyperion, because he's awesome and he's the best boss monster in the deck. 3 Herald of Orange Light, because yes, it is a -1 for you, but it kills something, it loads your Graves for Hyperion, it loads Grave for Christia, it's a tuner, and it just works amazingly with the deck. 3 Agent of Creation Venus. Like, if you really have to wonder why I'm running 3, you don't know how to play Agent, because the card's amazing. 3 Shine Ball, because it's amazing. Just make gotchis forever and have a 2 Grand Venus. Earth, just the Stratus of the deck. Normal summon it, frickin' pick up an Agent alone, and just make plays for days after it. 2 Tour Guide, because it's amazing. You banish a lot. Either way, it's just gonna make. It's never really not dead ever, because you're gonna have level 3s to go into. So 1 Night Assailant, because it's a good 1-for-1 effect. It's a Tour Guide target that I never go into because I always go Tour Guide, but it helps. It's a 1-for-1 and it kills prone cards. Honest, just draw from hand pretty much. If it's Chain Link 1, you're gonna kill something and do damage, and it's great and it's just awesome. 1 Archlord Christia. The reason I'm running 1, because 2 it dead draws a lot. It's just awesome. It's your 4th boss monster, but it doesn't hit field as often as Hyperion, but the effect's still great. It locks a lot of decks today, just with how the no special summons, and it's really hard to beat over. Alright, 1 Gorz, the Emissary of Darkness, because when I don't have a field or something, or if I want to bait someone into a play, I will just say go, they attack, I'll drop Gorz, and immediately started out of the gate with a really good field advantage. 1 the Agent Miracle Jupiter, because it's just another Earth target, and when Venuses really won't do anything, it's a great thing to pick up. It banishes for Tour Guides. It becomes a really decent beater. If there's a prone monster on field and I don't have anything coming, it just works. And 1 Sangan, another Tour Guide target, but just set it. People will attack into it, and I'll either pick up like an Earth or a Tour Guide or something else for the hell of it. And yeah, that's all the monsters you're going to be running. So 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, because it's amazing. It will win games for you. I literally today just pure drew 1. My opponent has 2 back rows. I have a Hyperion and something else and a Leviathan Dragon on field. I go Misty 1, Hyperion effect on the other, and he doesn't have anything on field to do anything with. 2 Forbidden Lance, just a good card. Your opponent drops like Dark Hole, you can still like Lance out of it. It's still great because it can activate during damage calc and can just make plays off of that. And it's a pretty solid card that I learned from Dino Rabbit. 2 Pot of Duality just helps with consistency. Given the no special summons kind of hurts, but it's so good like turns after when you're running into plays and all that, and it's great. 1 Monster Reborn, because it's a no-cost special summon from anywhere, well, from any graveyard, and it just can take the game state and just completely flip it over on its ear and just say good game. Heavy Storm, once again, just another good staple card that will clear out any threats that you feel are looming, given like Starlight and things are happening, but with the trap lineup like this deck runs, that really isn't a problem. Dark Hole, when I'm dead drawing, and yeah, just to kill things. Solemn Trio, yes, I somewhat do pay a lot because of Venus, and I do take some damage, but they are too good not to have with just cutting out normal summons and specials and all sorts of things I don't really care for. 2 Bottomless, because a lot of things are at 19 now, or at 15 or above, and it cuts out plays and it works really well. 2 Torrents, because it just nukes the field while my opponent's in the middle of a big push, or when I just am in no mood to deal with something, and it just like it's just no, it sucks to suck because I frickin' just nuked your entire field. And 1 Starlight Road, because it stops my opponent. I can somewhat use it offensively because just like Heavy Storm, go that, and I have a Stardust Boss Monster on field.
Alright, well, let's go through the extra deck real quick.
Yeah,
My battery's yelling at me.
Go faster this time.
Extra deck, I'll go Synchros first. So 1 Cataster, because he's a good level 5 and because he murders everything. 1 Gaia because he's a good level 6 beater. 1 Hyper Librarian for when I feel like mad syncing and making pluses, or when I need another level 5 to go into when Cataster's dead. Stardust, because it's Stardust, it makes my opponent minus, it's a good thing to kill. Yeah. 1 Scrap Drag, because it's a good level 8 target, it's a boss monster, it absolutely murders anything I don't like on field. 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern, because when I have massive life points or when I'm going to, he's just a fun thing to go into when like a Black Rose or another level 7 is just not an option. I don't feel like going into it, just go into it and totally murder everything. A Black Rose, because it nukes everything and I can make plays off of it if I have the good enough hand to. Alright, that's the Synchros. 2 Gachi Gachi, because thing's a wall that it's really hard to get over, boosts everything on field and it's great. 1 Leviathan Drag, because it's good to go into off of Tour Guide and it's a pretty good beater. 1 Leviair, because this deck banishes a lot, and you can just make ridiculous pluses off of it just with its effect. Brilliant, because if I feel like bumping up the rest of the field for making like a big push or something, or just dumping things in grave, he's fun to go into and I can honest him. 1 Zen Mines, when I need a wall to sit behind, which is not all that often to be honest, but it happens, and he's just really nice to go into. 1 Dark Mist, when there's a boss monster on field that I really need to get over, so it's just go into it, effect, and I'm gonna kill something and you take a little 100 damage for it. And it dumps your Shine Balls in grave. 1 Acid Golem, because if I have a boss monster when Dark Mist isn't an option, just go Tour Guide into Acid Golem and have a pretty good beater. Yes, his effect is horrible, but he works for a couple turns. And that's the Exceeds. Now side deck 1 Christia, because if I'm dealing with a special spam deck and I really need to go into her, the second one just helps drawing her. 2 Effect Veilers, because if I'm playing an effect heavy deck, I just pretty much murder it. That won me a game at regionals against Windup because of Rat. 2 DD Crow for grave-based effects, just to say no to and to dump something. If I ran BLS, he'd be great to go into too, because it's just add another dark. 2 Soul Taker, mostly for heroes or making things miss shining or just clearing up a card I'm in no mood to deal with. Just kill it, your opponent gains 1,000, like against heroes, things miss timing and other things, and it's just a solid card. Snowman Eaters, because you can sit behind it and your opponent's gonna minus off it. Like at regionals, I was playing a 6 Sam deck and I had a set Snowman Eater and something else. He goes big play into Xian. I still have to set Snowman Eater, and it's like he attacks into it and I pretty much just win from there because it's because it's gonna kill something. And 2 Non-Fusion Area. Yes, this is a really scrub side, at least for me, because it's like when I'm in no mood, yeah, just as like some more beef against heroes, because I totally hate them, and if I cut out Miracle and Super Poly, they really don't have anything that can beat over me. 2 Macrocosmos, mostly because just like Dark Worlds or other Grave-based decks, they work really well just for getting everything off field. It works really well, I guess, for the couple games that I played against Lightsworn. Just side that in, when they mill at end phase, just chain it to that, and all of a sudden their like entire deck's just vanishing. 2 Shadow Mirrors, mostly for Dark World or other like really mean dark decks, when I'm in no mood to deal with all of their Grave-based effects and I really can't beat over any of it, and it's, I don't know, it does shut down my Tour Guides and my Sangans, but I'd say that's a pretty good price to pay just to totally murder a deck like Dark World or something. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck.
Alright, good deal.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this deck profile, man.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well this is Team Fake Chow. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks, bye.